Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Lloyd.
And I'm Natasha
with Midnight Comics, and welcome to another episode of
What We're Reading.
And today, we're reading Tribal Force. This story was really good.
It was very good. But before we get started, I would like to say trigger warning for both abuse and essay. So, take that as you will.
Yeah. So, this is by Machine Comics. And again, awesome artwork. We had C-Dub, or Chris Williams, rather, that did the artwork inside this book.
I think that's how we found out about it.
That's exactly how we found out about it. And so it recently ended on Kickstarter. Obviously, the rewards are out because we have the book. But yeah, definitely trigger warning. Definitely some heavy topics on there. But really, really good.
We get to touch on the indigenous pantheon, or the Native American pantheon in this story, which I think is really, really good because I don't really know of almost any stories that really touch up on indigenous lore in that sense. Like, we have one character, kind of,
sort of, right?
But, and of course, the main character, she is Native as well as Mexican. I believe both of the creators are as well. I know one of them definitely is. It didn't catch if the other one was. But that is really cool.
Yeah,
and they're doing
absolutely.
Exactly what they can do, which is pushing this story into the forefront for some representation for themselves. And I'm really glad they're doing that. I don't know them or anything about them, but I'm really proud of them for doing that already.
Yeah, and I do like we get to, again, dive into a little bit of the, I just realized I'm not in the camera, dive into a lot of the pantheon and kind of the concepts that's in their lore and mythology.
As well as a few other concepts that I'm not going to say what they are because it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. I want anyone else who reads it to also be caught off guard.
You know what? Yes. But when Buddy shows up, though, you get to see how powerful he is. Like, there's some action in there. I was going to say, not necessarily in a fight scene. You know, just him trying to traversing to his destination. You're just like, bro, anybody that gets in between you and where you're going right now, you're done. You're done. Right. And he's just flying.
Right.
So a lot of things in here that we really don't want to spoil and trying to be really careful about. And again, very heavy. So again, trigger warning for several items in the story. But it's definitely something to pick up, something to check out and be on the lookout for. Apparently, issue 2 is coming out summer of 2023. So that's, I guess that's this year. I don't know why I thought summer 2024 just now. So I guess it's a lot sooner than I thought when finishing it up. So I'm excited because, our
main character, though, Nita, is a young girl. She seems to be about elementary school age. Like somewhere.
I think she was 11 or something like that. 11?
Yeah. It's elementary or middle school, depending on your birthday. The trigger warning definitely lies with her and her family dynamic.
That's what I'm saying.
Her relationship with her father. And it's written really well into her personality as well, because that tends to be how children who are dealing with these kinds of issues react. She doesn't want to go to school. The girls at her school are horrible towards her, and she's really having a rough time. And like she has a lot of character. She has a lot of personality. I mean, like, they call her a bad girl, but even they know that it's not really her fault,
right? And
so while she's a bad girl, she's actually very likable as a character, as a person.
Yep.
And you see her, she's very caring. She's actually very caring towards others, just not people who are mean to her.
Right. In this first outing or first interactions with Nita, you do get to feel, I guess, her plight, and you're rooting for her to get out of the situation that she's in. Because nobody, of course, in the type of situations that they're touching on in this story, a lot of the time, that communication piece, nobody knows what they're going through, right? They hide in this kind of shell, and you get to see, again, she's this bad girl, she's kind of rebellious, or whatever the case may be.
But there's always
a reason behind it. There's an underlying, there it is, a layer.
There's always layers to it.
So, again, we're trying our best because there's really nothing in here that we want to give away. Like, this is a really good story from start to finish. The artwork is phenomenal. Next issue coming out in later this year, this summer. Just pick it up, man. Tribal Force, all that information is going to be down below.
Yeah.
Again, apologies we couldn't give too much.
We did good.
I think we did good.
I was going to say, I mean, the only other thing I was going to say is there is, besides our, superhero figure, she obviously has some kind of destiny in her life. And besides that, even if there wasn't, there's like this glimmer of hope we see towards, a point where it's like she might,
there's something
we might
there,
not have to worry about this situation for too much longer.
No, yeah, definitely.
Maybe. You know how those kind of stories go. So
yeah. But yeah, glimmer of hope there.
But besides that, we are Midnight Comics. We are also writing our own stories to bring our own representation to the forefront. You can check us out at midnightcomics.org, where you can see all of the stories that we have available currently. You can also check us out on all our social media, which will be in the description, as well as on Patreon. On Patreon, you can get special first looks at pages, art, covers. Patreons get special access to be in our What If Wednesdays live. They also can be part of our character creation nights, depending on the tier. And they get first looks at our Indie Verses and our Midnight Adventures series, as well as a few behind-the-scenes things that we're not showing anywhere else until release day. So make sure you check that out.
All right. And with all that being said, remember, until next time, y'all, midnight is coming. But thank you guys for checking us out. We're gonna listen to
summer
this.
Night. It's summer night. She left me so late, should've spent the night. No need to hit follies. I'm working her body out. Said she in love with the fitness type.